Peace, everybody. It's your Grand King Crypto back to you once again with another video. This time, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin. Let me just make sure my stream is good. Check my sound quality real quick before we get started. Let's see. Shorts. Five. There we go. So, go. Peace, peace, peace. Let's see. Get him up. Peace, peace, peace. Yo. There we go. Alright, sounds pretty good. Let me just turn down the rain. There we go. Alright. Peace, everybody. It's the Grand Scheme Crypto back at you once again with another video. This time, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. Alright, we're good. Let me see. Well, different. Alright, so let's jump right into it, guys. So Bitcoin. I wish actually I had some music right now. But let's just jump right into it. I'll get that more set up later on. Let me close my tools. Somebody be knowing what I be getting into, you feel me? So let me close my Discord because I don't know what I have open. So Bitcoin. Let's start off today with talking about Bitcoin. And I have a special surprise for you guys too. I'm going to be explaining a little bit about CME gaps and you know, what they are, how to find them, you know, why they're important, things like that. This is the BTC perpetual futures. Let's look at the Bitcoin tether pair on KuCoin. This is the main chart that I've been using. So I think I was mentioning yesterday that Bitcoin is on a complete tear right now. I think let me move some of these out the way. So we had an ascending wedge, which is bearish, right? I call these prison boxes, right? So we had, you know, Bitcoin was in this prison box for a while, and you can play the ranges of the box. If you can, you know, are able to identify the highs and the lows quickly, you can definitely stand to make gains. But once we bottomed out here, and you know, I recognized that we entered this wedge. I was looking for something more bearish, you know, as far as us exiting the wedge, but we actually exited the wedge at the top level. So that, and then, you know, and not only that, we broke past this resistance here at around $37,111, and also we broke past this other level of resistance here, which sits about right around $43,076. So, and we also, you know, I did also plot this huge triangle pattern here, right? And no, that's not normally how I would do my triangle patterns. I would probably I normally look for, you know, key levels that that or key price points that it has been at multiple times. So like something like this, and then I'll just extend this line all the way down. Or I'm sorry, not that line. Extend this blue line all the way down like that. But as you can see here, Bitcoin exited this wedge here, and also at the same time exited this bearish. This isn't a bearish formation. This can go either way, but depending on which way we exit the triangle. So we exit the triangle at the top, which is bullish. So as you can see, once we exit the triangle, we kind of got, you know, what we look for here is confirmation. I'm not going to give too much game because you guys have to, like I said, join the Patreon. But we look for confirmation candles that this is, that this move is confirmed, right? So once we get the confirmation close, the candle close outside, past these levels of resistance, we were still inside of the wedge, but so I was still watching it. But once we got past this level of resistance, and then we broke through the wedge, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin now because it broke through so much resistance, with these key levels here, and I'm quite sure that these are not the only key price levels that are existing. These are just the ones that I have mapped up. But if you pull up a chart from someone else, I'm quite sure they have other points of resistance and support. And so I think that there's a lot of momentum right now with Bitcoin. It seems very strong, and from here I see it going to the moon. I see it going right back up to 69,000. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little bit cautious going into December because I'm like, it's historically a bearish month. So it's very interesting, and there's so much new news surrounding crypto now. So it's like, what's going to happen this time? Now that GameStop's kind of a major player, now that, so many of these major companies have been dabbling in NFTs, dabbling, with immutable, right? There's just so much happening, and, I don't know. I'm surprised, man. I think we get to 60,000, 69,000 a lot more quicker this time around, and maybe even beyond that before we start to actually see any downturn. But I'm not sure. I'm just speculating. Sounds like hopium, but like I said, I was very bearish up until I saw it break all of these key levels here. All right, so that's my Bitcoin analysis. Like I said, I'm going to just continue to monitor this chart. Any plays that I have as far as Bitcoin is concerned, as far as like what I'm doing with Bitcoin, nothing is financial advice, right? But in my Patreon, I do share what I'm actually doing. So how I'm actually playing this chart, right? What am I doing? Am I longing? Where am I longing? You know what I mean? So I kind of share more insights into like those kinds of things. And so if you want to, know more in depth about what I'm actually doing with these charts, as far as like how I'm playing them, then like I said, you want to join the Patreon because I'm not going to give you everything for free. And yeah, because people abuse it. So anyways, let's keep moving on. So we got Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Ethereum. And like I said, if you want to learn how to trade for yourself, like I said, I'm going to be releasing a course very soon teaching you guys, because everybody loves courses. It seems like everybody loves buying courses. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a course, jump on the bandwagon, release a course teaching you guys, how to kind of get into trading, how I got started, how to start setting up your own trades the easy way, not all this technical jargon and starting you off with a whole bunch of indicators and all this. Very simple, very easy, starting off with pattern trading, right? So just setting up patterns, plotting lines, right? Finding key points, key price levels of resistance and support, things like that. And now let's take a look at Ethereum. Same thing with Ethereum. We're in this, and that was on the daily chart that we're looking at Bitcoin. That's worth noting. That was the daily chart, which is a longer time frame chart, right? So if we zoom in, of course, we can see what's happening, at a more intimate level, right? So we see everything looks pretty steady. It's kind of just building a foundation, building a base before its next leg up for that launch pad, right? So yeah, I see Bitcoin going way up from here. Might be hopium, but we'll see. So let's see. Back to Ethereum. And like I said, if you guys know how things work, there's a what is it? There's a, I want to say a cycle, a pattern, you know, how Bitcoin, you know, kind of moves up, and when it gets bullish, right? When it gets bullish and volume starts to go up and starts to rise and it starts to get momentum and starts to, you know, move up in price, right? You can see we moved up from 23,000 to about 40,000 in like I think a month or two. You know, there's kind of like a I want to say a pattern, right? So Bitcoin moves, then you have certain altcoins, you know, XRP might move. I mean, there's certain what is it? Um, Certain coins move in, I can't find the word right now. Certain coins move together, for lack of a word that I can't think of right now. So, and for example, I'll give you guys one, you know, XRP and XLM. I'm not going to tell you guys how they coincide as far as how they move together, but if you want to, you know, just look it up yourself, look at the XRP chart, look at the XLM chart, and you will see for yourself how they coincide. You know, when one moves, the other moves, right? So I won't say which is which. I won't tell you guys how exactly it happened because, like I said, this is all information that can be leveraged to seize opportunities, right? And so, like I said, even though nothing here is financial advice, this is very, very solid information, and I can't just be giving it out to you guys for free over my stream. You got, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just not going to continue to do that. So, my audience isn't that big, so it's not like I have the numbers on my side. So any you know, folks that I have who are interested in this information and this knowledge and really, you know, seizing opportunities, I'll, you know, even if it's just 1, 2, or 10, I have to make sure that I'm, you know, getting my fair share and getting my fair due for the services that I'm rendering, as far as the information that I'm sharing and the entertainment that I'm providing. You know what I mean? Services as far as, you know, providing my time, my personal time to consult with you guys, and answer your questions concerning crypto, concerning my story, concerning, you know, things that I do on a daily basis. So that's what I mean when I say services. And also, you know, as a developer, I also consult as far as, you know, developing NFT projects, you know, helping people kind of, you know, start coding on the blockchain, you know, stuff like that. And that's also a course that's going to be coming out soon as far as helping people get started with, you know, development on the blockchain as far as software engineering, coding, design, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and keep taking a look at Ethereum here. So Ethereum. So right now we're sitting at what? $22,352. So as you can see, Ethereum is right back. You know, I plotted this. If you watch my streams, you'll see like some of my streams are a little messed up because of the sound issues I was having. But if you see my chart, you'll see the exact same chart in like streams from a week ago, streams from 2 weeks ago, right? I plotted these lines before it actually happened, right? And so I said that Ethereum could either go one of two ways from here. It could, you know, it could drop out of this wedge because it's been in the bearish pattern since June, right? On the daily chart. Or I said it could just continue to move up and, you know, hit the top of this wedge. So there's always an either or. It obviously took the first case here and, you know, decided to move up. And I'm not sure if it's going to actually rise to the top of this wedge and break out of it like we saw Bitcoin do. Like we just saw Bitcoin do in this chart I have here. Bitcoin was in the exact same pattern here, right? An ascending wedge on the daily chart, and it just bursted right out of that thing, and now it's on its way to the moon and beyond. You know, so if we look at Ethereum, we can say that it might follow suit. You know, it might do the exact same thing, especially seeing how it's been in this pattern for a long time. You know, so we could see Ethereum do the exact same thing here. I still feel iffy because it's in the middle of this pattern, and I'm just like, so I'll probably have to go. What I do is I'll go in, you know, I'll start working my way in the 4 hour, the 3 hour, then the 1 hour, and I'll start just looking closely to kind of see if there's any smaller patterns within this larger pattern that may, you know, improve my confidence as far as when I might be able to look to grab some more Ethereum, you know, for a potential move up, right, from here. Because from here it just looks kind of iffy. You don't know if it's gonna drop back down, retrace. You don't know if it's gonna do, you know, it just is such a weird place as far as charts. So for me, yeah, I will have to look at this one a little bit more. I've just been sticking to the daily charts for now because really easy to swing trade right now, and I'll show you guys more about that in a second. All right, but yeah, so while we're talking about swing trading, let me just show you guys something. So let's look at a few coins that I have on my list that have kind of already made some huge moves. So we'll look at and this one is one that's talked about often, right? And this is on this is a gamma of I want to call it a game. It's a game pretty much, right? It's a blockchain based game that utilizes crypto and NFTs. And I think you can earn passive income with this game, DeFi Kingdoms. Now the main token for this game is called Jewel, right? As you can see here, it's currently 51 cents. Now market cap is 60 million, right? And now a lot of you guys who are new don't understand the correlation between market cap and price and why it's important and which one is more important. So this is a 51 cent token, almost 52 cent token, right? Or coin, but it has a market cap of $57 million, almost $58 million, right? So one reason why I'm interested in this coin because of the market cap, right? It has nothing to do with the price. I'm always looking at market cap. So, and like I said, if you want me guys, I'll break down more like why market cap is more important to me than price in a video that's going exclusively on my Patreon. I can't even talk right now. Exclusively on my Patreon. All right, I'm not gonna keep giving you guys free game on here. I've been giving it out through a lot of my videos. So like, if you want to go back and parse those videos for some of this knowledge, you can. But let's just go ahead and look at Jewel. So hold on, I got a Brave ad popping up here. Gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the billies. So as you can see here, over the last 7 days, Jewel has went up 263%. Now this is on the Harmony One ecosystem, right? Harmony One blockchain. If you guys are familiar with that, so you have to add a new blockchain to your MetaMask wallet, a new network, right, to be able to buy and purchase this coin. And I can show you guys how to do that if you're interested, right? Just drop a comment. So yeah, over the last 7 days, 263%. All right, and if you guys don't know, that's a 2.5x. So, and if you don't know what 2.5x means, that means if you had, let's say for example, put $100 into Jewel and waited 7 days and it gained 263%, 0.5, you would be looking at what is that, 200, oh I'm sorry, that's 200, that's 2x. So yeah, so $350 or so dollars, because you're pretty much, it's your money times 2. So it's pretty much your money times 2.5, right? So I want to say it's $250. But when a coin goes up 100%, that's already the first 1x, right? And then 200% to 2x. So so at 1x you essentially double your money, right? So if you put your money into a coin that goes up 100%, you just doubled your money, right? 200%, you've essentially tripled your money, right? Because 100 goes to $300, and then 60%. Now you're at about what? It's easy to do it with $100 because it matches up exactly with 100%. So it's easy to for the correlation, so you don't get confused. So like I said, it'd be around $363, right? I could be. I mean, if I'm off on that, somebody let me know. But that's how it has always worked for me, when I've seen my gains. So over the last 14 days, it's done 349%. So just add another $100 onto that, 450. Over the last 30 days, it's done 393%. So that's almost a 4x in over 30 days, which is a very good return on your investment. You don't see gains like this in stocks. 400% gains in 30 days on stocks. Come on. I mean, I've never seen it. Forex, I mean, that's a different ball game. Scalping, that's a different ball game. But being able to put $10 somewhere and make $40 or $50 in 30 days is really, the name of the game when it comes to like some of you guys who don't have enough capital to get started. Like, you guys have this dream of like, oh yeah, I want to start trading. and this and that, and I see all these people making all this money trading, like this person and that person. Let me tell you something. Those people have trading accounts that already have at least 10K to start with. And so when you have 10K to trade with, when you have 10K to start with, a 10% gain on 10K is $1,000, right? So now, like I said, if you want to do the math on that, you do the math yourself. But 10% of 10K is $1,000. So so if somebody who has 10K in their trading account makes a move, makes a trade, right, with that 10K, even without any leverage, and price moves 5 to 10%, they're making $5 to $1,000 right there, boom. So it's a lot easier to make money when you have bigger capital to start with. That's the thing they don't tell you, is that they already have these large accounts. But you can't be someone who has, if you have $10, you can't go into stocks and say, oh, let me try and make a 10% move, because a 10% move on $10 is $2. Is that on $1, sorry. 20% move is $2. So, and that's why I like crypto so much, because you can put $10 somewhere, wait 30 days, it'll be 40. You can put $10 somewhere, wait a year, it'll be 100. It might even be 1,000, right? So, that's really unheard of. And I've like I said, I've placed $100 into random coins on like Probit, for example. I forget the name of the coin exactly that I did this with, but this coin, I had $17,000 in there that I didn't even know about for months, until I went back and checked it. So it's like, you guys like, and and when I think about stuff like that, it's why I utilize so much of my time in crypto, and why I love crypto so much, because I've never been able to see those kinds of returns, and just see those kinds of gains. You know what I mean? No, I didn't cash it out. I didn't cash that token out right then and there. Wink wink. But yeah. But it's just the point that, like, those are the kind of opportunities that await you. In just a few months, you can place $100 somewhere, and it can be $17,000. It can be $10,000, right? And we're not even talking about meme coins, where you place $10 in the meme coin, and it can be $1,000 in a matter of a few hours. So we're not gonna, like I said, this is all very risky. This is, like I said, none of this is financial advice. I'm just kind of informing you guys about this blockchain space as a new space, and as I want to say a space that's not regulated as of yet. It presents lots of opportunity, right? Because once regulation finally does come in, full scale, a lot of these quick opportunities will kind of start to dry up, because there'll be a lot more rules to how one can create tokens, how one can do this, do that. Which is what I think will happen. So, but we'll see, right? So, I would advise anyone, like I said, to be taking advantage and just trying to learn as much as they can, which is the purpose of this channel, to tell you guys and inform you guys about as much as possible, so you guys can be in the best position to improve your lives ultimately. And like I said, if you don't take advantage of the information, then it's no one's fault but yours. But I'm going to go ahead and keep putting this information out here. And a lot of the information that the details, like I said, it's going to be available on Patreon. It's going to be available for you guys who want to actually connect with me on a one-on-one basis, and purchase a service, purchase a product, so that you can get more specific information, touch base with me on a one-on-one level, so you can kind of pick my brain. But yeah, guys, that's Jewel. That's it. So this is, people ask me like, why crypto? This is why crypto. This is why not stocks. This is why not Forex, because, there's too many elements. I don't want to talk about stocks versus crypto, but, people want to act like they know how to do research into companies. They know how to do research into, companies, financials. I mean, when it comes to like assessing a company, as far as like, it's a lot more. It's a lot more complicated than just finding a good company that might be in a niche space right now that's up and coming, like AI, for example. So it's safe to say that when cannabis, or when AI was like, kind of popping off, people are looking to invest in AI companies. But it's a lot more complicated than that. You can't just invest in a company just because it's in a niche. that's taking off right now, right? You know, so that's why I like crypto, because you can do a lot more research on these projects and these startups a lot quicker than, you know, trying to assess a full scale Web 2 company. And to, you know, and then you also have to wait a lot longer for a return on your investment um, with stocks, you know. So like I said, not financial advice, just giving you guys some information as far as like how I think about, you know, stocks, how I think about and crypto. So all right, now let's jump back. Okay, I wanted to give you guys that quick piece on Jewel. Let's jump back into the charts, um and then I'll show you guys an NFT that I'm going to be buying soon. So let's see, what will we look at first or third? I've already looked at Ethereum and Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ADA or Cardano, and then I'll take a look at Harmony for you guys. So like I said, these charts have been here for a while, like as far as these drawings. You know, I've been watching Cardano since it bottomed here. I figured this would be, you know, whenever I plot these lines, I knew that this would be probably the lowest point here, because it was it was one of the lowest points here, right? 2 years ago in 21. So you know, I'll just make it easy for you guys. Like, it's very easy to find bottoms when you have this much chart data, because you just can go back and look and see where it was bottom previously and use that as kind of like, you know, your baseline. So as you can see, it hit this exact point again, and it's safe to say that we might be, you know, out of that downtrend and back trending upwards. I mean, because look at how it's shooting up. We're already at 52% gains in just let's see, yeah, in just 2 months, 1.5 months. So yeah, it's safe to say that, you know, we're back in kind of a semi-bullish market. You know, Cardano, it's hard to, you know, you want to grab, ideally you want to grab it here. You know, this is where I would look to be accumulating, right here. So from December all the way until, you know, I guess it kind of hopped out of this range afterwards. But you want to, whenever it gets to these levels, like if you were paying attention way in 21 and then you saw it come back down here, right? This is where you want to buy. Boop. And then, you know, it gets out of there. You can buy here too, but this is like optimal levels of where you want to buy. Because now, as you can see, it's starting to move up, and now people are like starting to pay attention to it. So now you see a lot of volume starting to come in, a lot of attention, and yeah, I see this thing heading all the way back up to its previous all-time highs. Not sure how long it's going to take, but man, I was in crypto when I was starting out in crypto, not starting out, but making the most of my money during these times, right? So now that I've seen a full few cycles and I understand, like, you know, how these things play out, this is where you want to buy. This is where you want to be participating when crypto is like this. You don't want to start participating here, because, you know what I mean? So yeah, now I'm ready. I'm ready for this when it happens again, you know. So that's Cardano. Like I said, I love Cardano. I love, you know, the founder. Yeah, I'll make another video on that. Let's take a look at, there's a few gems on here that I'm looking at. I don't want to show too much because it'll show some stuff that I only have in my Patreon. So Quant is also another one I'm looking at right now. The chart looks good. Like I said, we have another prison box here, and it looks like Harmony wants to, like, it just hopped out of it. Let me delete some of these. And I was looking at Harmony yesterday because it's really like a 20x, 23x from, if I can bring this down, holy moly. I don't know what's wrong with my chart. Let me delete this. I don't know what's going on right now. But anyways, yeah, it's like a 23x from its all-time high. And like I said, you know, here's the 21 low, and I don't think we're going to touch that again. It seems to be bottoming out around here, around almost a penny. So this is the optimum, you know, price level to grab it at. obviously, but if you can't get it down there, then anywhere in this box range is fine. You know, because like I said, once it exits this box completely, like it's already doing right now, it's gonna just be heading upwards, you know, probably back to its all-time highs, which is to the moon and beyond. And like I said, guys, this time around, we're a lot more bullish. We have a lot more news. We have a lot more partnerships. We have a lot more companies that are integrating Web3, that are participating in Web3, a lot more, you know, Web3 gaming. So 2024 is going to be a huge year. We have a lot more regulation, you know, being talked about. CBDCs on the horizon. A lot of companies have already started pretty much pushing out their CBDCs, I believe. So this next bull run, you know, come on, man. This is the all-time high, you know, and you're able to get it right now. The all-time high is 37 cents, and you're able to get it right now for less than a penny. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, if you have a job and you work a job, please, like, and you know, never mind. Not financial advice, but come on, guys. I shouldn't have to say it. I mean, like I said, I was participating here, and now that I know how this actually works, I'm participating here, and I've been accumulating, guys. I've been accumulating heavy, not just on Harmony, but a lot of different coins. XRP, Ava is another one for me that I like. I like Ava below anywhere below 60 cents, you know, and 50 cents. And also you want to look for coins that are still downtrending too. So as you can see, this is still in kind of sort of a downtrend. You know, it might be hopping out of it soon. You know, with this next leg up, we might see it kind of push past these two points of resistance and kind of start heading up. Don't say I didn't warn you guys, because the rest of the market is bullish. And so I would expect Ava to start to become bullish too, because it's number one, a travel company that, you know, is the only Bitcoin or cryptocurrency enabled company that enables you to travel using crypto. And you know, so that's already generating revenue. So yeah, I think any company, any crypto or blockchain company or project that's generating revenue already and can already kind of connect to the real world is, you know, something that I want to be associated with. So yeah, having Ava tokens below $1 is something that I'm gonna continue to do. Let's see, and I'll go more in depth on Ava. You know, that was just like kind of a quick little, you know, brief introduction as like what it is, but I'll go more in depth as far as like, you know, what you can do, booking travel, because I do have an account, their NFT, so on and so forth. Actually, Quant looks very good. I think I see a little setup here on Quant. This is a free one for you guys if you guys want to take it. Let me delete this, get this out of the way. If you guys want to take it, I think I set this up a few days ago. If you guys want to take it, I mean, it's kind of already. See what I mean? A quick 12%. So like, if you wait for the close, if you wait for this first candle close here as your confirmation, and then maybe you set a price for it to retrace like in the middle of the candle. That's something I would normally do. You can make an easy 8 to 9%. And like I said, if you have 10 grand, that's an easy $1,000. So that's how some of these guys who have bigger trading accounts with larger amounts of capital, that's how they can make, you know, 10 grand a week, or, you know, a quick 2 grand, 3 grand, because they have these large accounts. You know, that's not even mentioning someone who has an account, you know, with 100 grand inside of it. A 10% move on 100 grand is 10 grand, guys. So come on, and that's a very easy move to make. That's a very easy play. You know, once we break these triangles, it's a very easy play. So there's Quant for you guys. Like I said, this is stuff that normally goes into the Patreon, but there's something a little snack for you guys. And like I said, Quant is freaking. It was, what's the lowest? It was $44 back in June of 22. I mean, if you a $44 Quant, I remember some of my people in the crypto community, some of the crypto communities that I'm involved in, talking about buying Quant, you know, when they hit these levels, because it was just such a sweet deal. And I don't think you'll ever see these price levels again, as far as, you know, $44. And even, you know, this 85 to $120 level, I don't think you'll ever see these prices again for Quant. You know, you guys might not know about Quant, but this is a huge token or coin, when it comes to crypto blockchain as far as the infrastructure, right? Quant is huge, has huge partnerships. The technology is very important. It serves a very important purpose, and that's all I'll say. I won't do a deep dive here because there's just too much technical information to get into with the token and what it does and the technology. But I might do a deep dive on it. So, but here's the chart. So I think we'll be seeing a $400 to $500 quant once we see Bitcoin start to move up and to those $50,000 to $60,000 levels, or once we see Bitcoin start to cool off. Actually, we'll start to see these altcoins start to get their shine. And then, of course, Bitcoin dominance also plays a part in this as well. So since Bitcoin dominance is uptrending, Bitcoin is kind of dominating the market right now. So this correlates with how the altcoins move. So we'll just have to wait. That's why I'm always watching this as well. I'll do an in-depth video on how these correlations kind of work together and how you kind of have to watch everything. But like I said, since this is all not secret information, but information that is provides an opportunity, I have to make sure that I'm careful and that I make sure I only give certain stuff to the patrons. So with that being said, I wanted to talk about this NFT here, this Michael Jackson NFT. Now, this is special, and there's only 2 hours left to get it. It's only 25 bucks. The reason why I'm considering purchasing this NFT is because it's a digital vinyl of the Jackson 5's first ever recording. Now, and this, let me just read about it here to let you guys know about it. So, collected Jackson 5's exclusive digital vinyl and play it here. On the 13th of July, 1967, the Jackson brothers recorded at Wonderful, Chicago, marking their first studio session. This tape was lost for 50 years and has never been digitally released until now. So that makes this very special for me because I know how important Michael Jackson is to just music in general. I know how important NFTs are and how important they will be. So this NFT here, just having it as a part of history, this is something that I believe will be worth a lot in the future, just due to the fact that it's already his first ever recording, or the Jackson 5's first ever recording. And you know what I mean? And they're releasing it as an NFT. So the recording accessible here, Big Boy Wonderful version, should not be mistaken with the already released Big Boy Steel Town version, which was recorded 1 year later in 1968. Now you can get a preview of the track. This unique digital vinyl contains Big Boy, wonderful, I can't talk today, version. 3 stems, Michael the Lover. 4 stems, My Girl. Oh man, 3 stems, and an exclusive editorial, Making of a King, which is 23 pages. And here's the trailer video for that. And now this is being released by Record Pool, which they ensure that the magic of legendary artists resonates across generations with a commitment to preserving, enhancing, and sharing the world's most revered musical treasures. So the Record Pool aims to redefine the music experience for both artists and fans. They're empowering creators to connect with their audiences in novel ways while retaining control over their artistic legacies. So it's not a record label. It seems like it's a Web3 record label. Interesting. That's helping kind of to preserve, that musical history. So very cool. Like I said, very cool company. This is the bonus content, the revelation of the original first recording ever of the young Jackson brothers, a piece of music history previously hidden. Be the first to experience and share this momentous discovery by accessing the full 5 series editorial, included in the package. Very cool. So you can purchase this with ETH, right? It is $25, which is very cheap for an NFT of this magnitude. You can already see some people have already started listing theirs for, a few different prices on OpenSea. And yeah. And you can see here's one listed on OpenSea right now. The floor price is 0.29 ETH. So pretty cool stuff. A pretty cool NFT. Gonna make sure I put it inside of my collection. What else? I want to give a big shout out to P Stacks on Twitter because there has been, you know, a few coins throughout this year that I've noticed that he's given calls on that, man, it's just have been amazing. So big shouts to Pape Stacker. I'm inside of his Discord where and a part of La Cosa Ostra. I think that's how you pronounce it. I might be messing it up because I don't remember. I don't. It's these right here. It's these guys right here. So you know, I do have one of my ostriches, right? And it allows you to know, like I said, be inside of the Discord, get access to certain channels, and like I said, just be a part of that community over there that he kind of is a part of and is, you know, managing, I want to say, or helping to manage. So big shouts to P Stacks, man, aka Larry Large Ones, aka 1010 Tommy. I want to put you guys on to another coin or token, right? If you guys don't know about it, it just did a 10x in less than a month, you know, around November 4th. P Stacks has been talking about this coin for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And I've been kind of snoozing on it, but I did pull the trigger. And like I said, it did a 10x in less than a month. So if you know, you know. So it just kind of pertains to what I was just telling you guys about when it comes to this market and these opportunities. Like I said, nothing is financial advice, but there's a lot of stuff happening in the space. And yeah. So big shouts to P Stacks. I won't even I kind of regret saying that because I don't even want to put you guys on it too much. So anyways, yeah, but we'll leave it in there though. Big shouts to P Stacks. I ain't gonna give you guys too much. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there because crypto is special to me, and I do want to help you guys, but at the same time, I'm interested in helping myself and helping the people who I love and who love me. So if you want to get the details and get specifics on more information about this stuff that I mentioned here, like I said, check out the Patreon. You know, look to get involved and pay your dues because that's the only way you'll be able to really start to seize this information and really get, you know, a step-by-step, play-by-play on you know, how I kind of interact and operate in the crypto space and, you know, kind of my strategy, you know. And once again, nothing against financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. This is all just for educational and entertainment purposes only. And so with that being said, let me go ahead and end my stream. We've been on for about what? About 42 minutes. So I'll go ahead and stop it there. Appreciate any one of you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys don't forget. Check out FLD. Check out Jewel. Check out Harmony One. And it's the grand scheme of crypto. I'm out. Peace.